Minasan domo! Welcome to my channel! Today we're gonna watch a video called 12 Things Not to Do in Japan! That video kind of rules and some etiquettes in Japan are introduced. As a Japanese, I'm gonna react to the video and share my perspective honestly. So guys, let's get started! Okay, are you guys ready? Here we go!
So walking down the street whilst eating and drinking isn't illegal. You're not going to get shouted at and you're not going to get arrested by Ace Detective Sherlock Bones. But what you will get is the stare of disapproval. A lot of people don't know this one until you get here and never see anyone doing it. What you'll find is if someone wants to eat or drink something quickly outside, they'll buy at the convenience store and then eat it or drink it out the front. Same with vending machines. If they buy something from the vending machine, they'll drink it there and then next to the vending machine. The main reason is people are very conscious about keeping the streets clean here, and you don't want to ruin someone else's day by having them walk through your spilt coffee. That said, all you need to do to avoid the stare of disapproval is just stop and eat and drink whatever it is there and then. Maybe it's on a bench, maybe you're just standing at the side of the road, whatever. Just don't walk whilst eating and drinking and you'll be alright.
Okay, first it's not good manners, and I remember some people around me, like parents or the teachers, taught me not to do that, but I don't think it's so strict as he says, and actually I sometimes see some people, especially younger people, do that. And as for drinking, I also sometimes do. Plus, I think there are some exceptions to this rule. Let's say you visit some sightseeing spots in Tokyo, like Ueno, Harajuku, or Asakusa. You can find some places for eating while walking. It's also kind of accepted to do that at the summer festivals in Japan. So you don't have to be worried too much, but the best way is to find a place to sit down and enjoy eating and drinking there. Yeah, I'm sure. Oh, don't do that.
3 things to point out here. Number 1, never put your chopsticks upright into the rice, as this is part of a ritual conducted at funerals when offering rice to the spirits of the deceased. Similarly, number 2, never pass things from chopstick to chopstick, because again, this is done during funerals to pass the bones of cremated relatives. So that kind of imagery doesn't go down well over dinner, as you'd expect. Probably best not to conjure up imagery surrounding death before you've even had your lunch. Oh, and thirdly, don't do the rubbing of the chopsticks. You know when you open wooden chopsticks, you like to do that to get rid of the splinters, and just because it's fun. Everyone loves doing that, right? But don't do it in Japan because it's seen as rude to the owner, because you're basically saying, oh, your chopsticks are probably cheap, which, let's face it, they probably are. But in fact, they usually definitely are.
Yeah, if I see chopsticks stuck in the rice or passing food between chopsticks, first I think of the funerals and I feel bad. I absolutely don't do that. But about the third one, actually I didn't know this and I've never even seen other people do that. Yeah, so it's interesting to me. And I can understand it's not good manners to do this, but it seems a bit fun though.
Probably the greatest thing about Japan ever, and the reason that I eat out several times a week, just because I save 20% automatically. In Japan, it's believed that customer service should always be exceptional, with staff giving 120% every time. 120%? 110%? 120%? Ridiculous. But it's not necessarily rude to tip someone, it just creates this awkward situation where the worker, the staff, would feel like you're assessing their performance and they could potentially lose face. So you might think you're being nice by giving someone a tip, but you're not. You're just creating an uncomfortable situation for the worker and they'll probably just reject your tip outright. So don't be tempted to do it.
Okay, this is really interesting because it's opposite to me. I mean, every time I visit the countries that have a tipping system, I'm always confused and I feel like here in this country, how much should I tip? The staff was really kind to me, so should I pay more? Oh, maybe did I forget to tip? Yeah, something like that. But I don't think we feel bad or rude when you tip because many Japanese people know some countries have a tipping system. Maybe we just get confused and give you back the money because we don't have the rules for tipping, like who gets the tip or how much the person gets. Instead of the tip, just give the words "arigatou gozaimasu" with smiling. Actually, that's how I do. It's not good.
There's a real emphasis on being mindful when you're using public transport in Japan that's often completely absent in many countries. Numerous of the times that I've been riding a train in the UK and someone nearby has been screaming at their partner down the phone, and I felt like I was part of the argument, like some kind of unpleasant 4D experience. But given Japan's density, it's especially important to be mindful when you're stuffed in a train alongside fellow commuters, many of whom are sleeping as well. With that in mind, don't ever talk on your phone on the train. That's a massive, no thing to do here. And even talking loudly is looked down upon. If you're on a local train or a subway train and you get a phone call, just ignore it until you get off. And if you're on a bullet train, you can go to the little compartment in between the carriages and take your call there.
That's better. Yeah, this is true. In many cases, it's quiet inside the public transportations in Japan. And if someone's talking on the phone, you could hear the conversation even if you don't want to hear at all. It's kind of frustrating. So it's better not to answer the phone. In Japan, when you don't know how to behave in a public closed space, like in public transportations, elevators, saunas, I recommend you keep quiet.
I remember for the first few years that I lived here, whenever someone handed me a business card, I was utterly terrified because until then, business cards to me had always just been a bit of paper or a bit of card with some writing on. But in Japan, they are so much more. Once you've exchanged business cards, the trick is to imagine you've just been handed the lost treasure of El Salvador or something. First, study it meticulously, the name, the job position, the details. And then either put it in your business card holder or just put it on the desk if you're at a business meeting. Just put it on the table. Never play around with business cards or put them in your back pocket because they're seen as a physical extension of the person themselves. And you don't want to stuff somebody's physical extension down your back pocket. If you're doing business in Japan, always carry business cards. You don't want to be that awkward foreigner who stood there writing out their name and number 50 times in 1 hour on the back of a tissue. And for the record, I am usually that awkward foreigner scribbling down my details because I do forget to bring them, and subsequently I hate myself when it happens.
Yeah, you should treat the business cards carefully in Japan. And as he says, business cards are sometimes treated like the people themselves. For example, in Japan, it's common to see people put a business card on their card case after exchanging the business cards. We do this to show respect for the other person. By the way, when I used to work as a salesman, because every time I met someone new, we exchanged the business card, I literally had 1,000 of business cards of the clients, and I felt like I was a business cards collector. But I think this kind of business card culture is getting old-fashioned year by year, because many Japanese companies are trying to work more efficiently and going paperless. And also online business meetings are rapidly increased because of the virus. So we have much less opportunities to exchange the business cards. Anyways, if you work in Japan, don't play with the business card.
If you've got a runny nose, standard procedure here is just to keep sniffing, or just to find a toilet or a broom cupboard to hide in. Blowing noses in public is pretty rude. Interestingly though, handkerchiefs are pretty popular here. Not in the way you would think though. People use them to wipe sweat off in the hot summer weather, or even more commonly to dry their hands in public toilets. Because surprisingly, many public toilets in Japan don't have any hand drying facilities, despite having space-age toilets that reside in the same room. It's quite a weird contrast that I don't quite understand.
Yeah, I understand and agree with what he's saying to some extent, but not all. I don't think blowing your nose is so rude as he says. I see some people do that, and I also sometimes do. In my opinion, not to blow your nose and keep sniffing is kind of irritating to the people around you, because sniffing makes some noise and it lasts forever until you blow your nose, and I think blowing is better. So I think it's okay with that unless you do it super loudly. As for the handkerchief, it's true. There's no hand dryer sometimes, and even when you find it, you can't use it at the moment because of the virus. So I usually bring a handkerchief with me, but I sometimes forget, and in that case, I just shake my hands hard and dry them up by using the power of nature. Okay, next.
Physical
Okay,
contact in
physical.
Japan isn't really a thing. You'll bow a lot, you'll nod enthusiastically daily, but occasionally you might shake hands with someone if they're a good friend or a business client that you get on well with. But generally, I avoid it unless someone makes the first move. And hugging in particular
Is
doesn't
this
go down well. It's
last
just
one?
met with expressions of awkwardness and despair. And also, amongst couples, public displays of affection are phenomenally rare here. So don't be surprised if you get the stare of disapproval if you're kissing your partner frantically in the street. And I think
Yeah, I think because of this, the greeting to someone new in Japan is different from some other countries. Instead of shaking hands or kissing, I think many Japanese people bow a bit and say some short words like nice to meet you or it's a pleasure or something. Maybe you sometimes see some couples hugging and saying goodbye at night at the big stations in Tokyo like Shinjuku or Shibuya, but basically you rarely see physical contact in Japan. If you do some physical contact with Japanese people, maybe many of them return the greetings, but I guess they feel a bit awkward.
I think that it should definitely be this. If you're the sort of person who feels the need to have a debate or an argument about things or throw your opinions out there constantly, people will find you obnoxious and dislikable and probably just avoid you. Embedded heavily within the culture is this idea of keeping harmony and avoiding conflict at all costs. And it's a lot easier to do that when people aren't at each other's throats, throwing around opinions. Sometimes it can be frustrating when people are just unwilling to
Yeah, I
speak their
understand.
minds or give you a clear yes or no answer. I mean, one time, one of my colleagues when I was teaching, I asked him, do you have any pets? And he said to me, maybe my cat is dead. I was like,
Dead?
maybe your cat is dead. What does that mean? It is dead or is it not dead? It's not Schrodinger's cat, is it? It turned out the cat was definitely dead, but he was just the sort of person that always liked to use the word maybe and just not express certainty.
Japanese people like
But if there's
maybe.
one reason I've never seen a fight anywhere in Japan in the last 5 years, it's probably this reason. That people are a lot more careful about expressing their opinions and holding back what they really think.
Of course, it depends on the person, but yeah, I think Japanese people, including me, tend to say something indirectly. You can see that especially when they have to say no to something. Let's say you're invited and asked to go for drinking by someone who you don't like so much, and you don't want to go at all. In that case, not few Japanese people would say like, sounds good, but I don't know the schedule yet, so if I can, I'll definitely come. Oh, I really wish I could come, but I have a plan for that day already. Oh, that's too bad. Even when he or she never comes. I think we do this because we want to avoid making some conflicts and hurting other people. Yeah, maybe because of this, we Japanese people don't quarrel or fight so often and keep harmony, as Chris says. But it's sometimes kind of troublesome to guess what the others really think. So there are good and bad sides to this kind of indirect culture.
Yeah, I couldn't be bothered to film that one.
Yeah.
Everyone seems to know this
Yeah.
one already anyway. When visiting someone's house or entering a public building like a school or going to a hot spring, you take off your shoes and switch to slippers before you go in. The easiest way of knowing if you have to change your shoes is there'll be a change in elevation in the floor. So when you go in, there'll be a little stair, and that's when you know. This is the one thing on the list where failing to stick to the rules will have noticeable results. A few years ago, a friend and I visited a public bathhouse in Kyoto, and we went in, and you're supposed to take your shoes off. For some reason he didn't. I don't know why. I don't think he noticed or saw. There was a little old woman sitting behind the entrance counter where you kind of pay, and when we walked in, she saw that he still had his shoes on, and she shot up with terrifying energy and ran over and grabbed him and took him to the
that's
front and was like, get your
scary.
shoes off, get your shoes off. And that image has stayed burnt into my mind. This quiet little old woman suddenly becoming so alive and animated by this terrible event. And ever since then, I've never forgotten to take my shoes off when entering a building.
First, I think that woman should have been kinder to him. Yeah, make sure to take your shoes off. And it's really interesting that he says like a change in elevation is kind of a sign for taking off your shoes, because I know when I have to do that unconsciously and I've never thought about that. But what he says is kind of true. And in many cases, you can find a little stair where you have to take off your shoes. By the way, personally, I can be more relaxed and I prefer taking off my shoes at home or some other places. But how about you guys? Can you get relaxed with your shoes on? I'm just curious about that.
For whatever reason, rubbish bins and trash cans are disturbingly rare in Japan. Outside of convenience stores, it can be a nightmare to find one. And the reason I put this on the list is because so many people, so many of you guys message me on Twitter saying, I'm in Tokyo and I can't find a bin, what should I do? I've wandered through Tokyo for up to 20 minutes sometimes just in search of a bin and can't find one. The streets though, despite that, are shockingly clean here because people, if they can't find a bin, they just take the rubbish home with them. It can feel like some kind of mini game sometimes, going in search of a bin, because when you do find a bin, you feel a real sense of achievement. But despite that, don't be tempted to litter. Just keep trying and you'll find a bin one day.
Yeah, it's sometimes hard to find a rubbish bin, and I usually bring the trash back home. So from the beginning, I don't expect I can find a trash bin. And if I find one somewhere like stations or convenience stores on my way back home, I just feel like I'm lucky. Yeah, that's how I live my life.
Seems like a fairly obvious addition to the list, and yet in the UK we just cross the street whenever the hell we want, whenever there's an opening in traffic, as opposed to waiting for the green light, same as many countries. In Japan, however, people do not cross the road on a red light. It's incredibly rare, and it's one of the greatest ways of seeing this sense of order and obedience to the law that exists in Japan. If you stand at a roadside in Japan and there's no cars coming, you can't see any cars whatsoever, people still will not cross the road until it goes green. Over the years of the many friends I've had come to visit me here, this is the thing that shocks them the most. The idea of not crossing the street when there's no visible cars there. The idea of abiding by a rule that doesn't seem necessary. And yet for me personally, the main reason I abide by it is after a few years of being here, you don't want to stand out. You don't want to be this stereotypical rule-breaking foreigner. And as well as that, you don't want to run the risk of getting caught out by the police. So those are two things worth taking into consideration before you dash across the seemingly empty road.
Yeah, compared to some other countries like the UK, the people don't jaywalk often, maybe. But I sometimes see some people in Japan cross on red. And one day, I've seen a person jaywalking, and actually there was a police car near him. So the policeman found him and announced like, don't cross on red, but that's it. I mean, he wasn't caught out by the police and it was just a 3-second event. So of course you shouldn't cross on red, but you don't have to be scared too much.
Last one, don't worry about not knowing anything about Japanese etiquette when you come to Japan.
This is so true, I think.
As I said earlier in this video, there aren't going to be any real consequences to not following any of these things, apart from maybe the footwear one. That's quite scary. You don't want to get dragged off by an old woman. The reason I say don't worry too much is because I find a lot of people come here and they're very nervous and very anxious about following the etiquette they don't really comprehend. And that includes even me. When I came here, I didn't know anything. And I was constantly anxious and nervous that I was making mistakes. But really, as a foreigner in Japan, you get kind of a free pass to make mistakes. People are understanding and they're kind and they will let you off. So don't become too nervous about following all the rules. Do your best, but don't become a nervous wreck. So those are my 12 things not to do in Japan. But what have I missed out? Let us know in the comments section below. I've probably missed out. Don't ever be late. And don't enter a bath or a hot spring without having a shower first. Those are probably the other two key ones that I've missed out.
I think this is so true. Those kind of rules don't exist to make you nervous or suffer, but to make you more comfortable. And as he says, even if you make some mistakes in Japan, I think many Japanese people will understand and try to help you. At least I will. So don't be scared too much, and I really hope you guys have a good time in Japan. So how did you guys feel about the video and my reaction? I think he covered many unspoken rules that we Japanese people obey unconsciously, and I mostly agree with the content. I think this video is really great and I want to share it with my friends when they come to Japan. Finally, of course, I'm not a representative of all the Japanese people, and what I'm saying in this video is just one opinion. So I'd be happy if you guys share how you think or feel about 12 things and my reaction in the comment below. Now this is the end of the video. Thank you for watching. Hope you guys had lots of fun. So see you next time. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe to my channel and hit the like button. That would motivate me a lot. Hope to see you guys soon. Sayonara!